What is up, you guys? I have a brand new video for you, and today's video is really special because on YouTube I have hit 90,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support you've been giving me over the past few months, and I'm just really grateful for you guys with all the support you've been giving me. And I checked Social Blade in the future projections tab for my channel, and it says we should hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of December or beginning of January. And that is just insane to me. 100,000 subscribers is a lifelong dream of mine. That is the goal I am trying to get to. I've been trying to get to basically my whole life. Ever since I've hit 50K, I'm like, all right, we're halfway there. Let's get to 100K. So if you can share this video or share my channel with anyone you know who might like FNaF, definitely do so. It would definitely help the channel out, and I do want to grow. I do want to get out there, and I just really want to get better content out for you guys. So today's video is on another concept video, but instead of being on normal FNaF characters or fan game characters, it is of my character because I want it to be something a little special, a little different. So today's video is on Maso777 Funko Plushy concepts. I do have this one OC, I do call it an OC, of my normal character that you're seeing on screen now that I made a plush of, but there are also a lot of different variants that I don't really have the final design of. I have normal edits, but they're just FNaF recolors, and I think the actual results would be what Wild Child, the official channel artist, will do. She has a very, very unique style, and she designed what this model would look like, and I've submitted it to a guy on DeviantArt, and he modeled it for me, and he's my official modeler. Yeah, so bear with me with the designs because they are not finalized. But without further ado, let's get straight into the first plushie. So the first plushie, I actually do have an actual reference. It is just of the normal Maso, my model. So for this plush, I used a normal Funko Freddy plush as a base. First thing I did was I made him all blue except for his inner ear, his snout, and his belly. I made that red, but the ears I made dark blue. His eyebrows I also changed to dark blue. I changed his nose to another dark blue. I also gave him dark blue freckles. I gave him a bow tie that I took from Bonnie because it's red. I also gave him a dark blue speaker and dark blue buttons. I also gave him some hair on the side and hair on the top, like my actual model has. I took those from Foxy, and the upper hair is just a random piece of fabric that I just shaped to look like the hair. And for the hat, I took that from a Lefty plush, and then I gave it the blue stripe. For the inner ears, I made that dark blue. I also gave him some glasses, and I also put like a little shining on it, like that Funko would probably do with printing. And yeah, that is it for this plushie. If I were ever to get a plushie made, I'd want it to be based off of this. And the next plushie is of Toy Maso. Again, I do not have an exact reference for this. This is just what I think he might look like. Again, plushies are just simplified versions of the actual characters. So again, I do not have an actual reference to show. But for Toy Maso, I used a Toy Freddy Funko plush as a base. I made him all blue. I made his secondary color red. I gave him light blue cheeks. I gave him some light blue glasses with, again, another reflection or shine on it. I gave him some hair on the sides and another little mohawk on top. I also gave him a red hat, again, that I took from Lefty with a light blue stripe. And I also gave him a red bow tie that I took from Bonnie. And he still has his 2 buttons. And I took away Toy Freddy's freckles. And that is all I did for Toy Maso. And the next plushie is of Withered Mosso. This one is one of my favorites. I do have an actual custom plush made of him, but this was his old design, not his actual real design that I have on screen now. So I used a normal Funko Freddy plush as a base. I took away everything below his snout on his head because he is kind of like Ignited Freddy, where he has a little endo sticking out. I also gave him some wires hanging down. I gave him some hair and a lot of hair on top because he is missing his hat. I gave him a red bow tie that I took from Bonnie. I gave him 2 blue buttons, and I also gave him the bear's scratch mark that I put on him. I gave him his missing arms that I just made a secondary color on his arms gray. I gave him a lot of withering everywhere. I made his belly and the secondary color on his feet red. I also made his eyes all white, like just white, no pupils or anything. And I also made the inside of his ears red as well. And that is it for Withered Mosso. Again, he's one of my favorite designs that I've made. And the next plushie is of Funtime Mosso. So for this plushie, He doesn't have too much going on because in my version of the Phantoms, their whole main thing is that they're burnt and they're like melting a bit because of the material they're made out of, so he doesn't have much withering or any color. So yeah, so I got a golden Freddy plush. I made him all dark blue. I gave him a red top hat and I gave him Phantom Foxy's eyes, and then I added some like droop or like just melted parts to give that melting illusion. He doesn't have any secondary color. His bow tie is still black. There's just not much going on for him because his main gimmick is that he melts. And the next plush is of Nightmare Mosso. So for Nightmare Mosso, I used a normal Funko Nightmare Freddy plush as a base. I made him all blue, then I made his snout, belly, and secondary color on his arms red. I gave him a red top hat, and I gave him a little mohawk, kind of leaning to the side a bit. I also gave him some hair sticking out of the side of his head. I gave him light blue pupils. I gave him a red bow tie from Bonnie again. I gave him some more withering than the actual Nightmare Freddy plush had, so I put some on his, more on his stomach and on his arms, and that is all I did for Nightmare Mosso. And the next plushie is of Funtime Mosso, and this edit is actually not made by me. It is made by Golden Glitches on Instagram. He made a plush wave of me that kind of inspired me to make this video, but I was just having a lot of trouble making the Funtime Mosso plush edit look good, so I just used his. I'm sure he was really fine with it. I gave him a link to his Instagram in the description below. Definitely go follow him there. He makes some great edits. So I'm just going to assume what he did for this plushie, like the changes he made, so I'm just gonna assume what he did. So obviously he used a Funtime Freddy Funko plush as a base. He made it all light blue. He made the stomach, snout, ears, cheeks, and the color around his eyes red. He gave me some glasses. He put the two buttons, got rid of the speaker, and gave me that little storage tank that I put on my character on like the little prototype design that I posted on Instagram. He also gave the Crazy Monkey 9 puppet. You know, he made Bonbon all green. He gave him some fox ears and some glasses. Again, this plushie does look great. Again, go follow Golden Glitches on Instagram in the description below. And the last and final plushie of today is of Molten Masso. So for Molten Masso, I used a Foxy plushie as a base, and I made his body all gray. And then I gave him Bonnie's bow tie. And again, for the body, I also gave him some glasses, because that was also on the prototype design for Molten Masso. He has glasses everywhere, and I really like that, so I kept that in. For his head, I used Rockstar Freddy. I made him all blue, and then I made his secondary color on the head red. I also gave him a red top hat. And I also got rid of his eyebrows, and I gave him faceplates and nightmare teeth. And the glasses are taken from Golden Glitch's Funtime Mosso edit, because I think those glasses he made looks really good. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, join the Discord. Links will be in the description below. Also, go check out my DeviantArt. You'll see the official PNGs of all these edits and the model that I'm using in these videos in my DeviantArt. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for 90,000 subscribers. Please spread the channel anywhere that you can so we could reach 100,000 subscribers. Then we will be really out there and our community will really grow. And I just can't thank you guys enough for all the support. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.